For the recording process, basically what I do is I'll lay down my scratch track, my demo track, and I'll record it on my Tascam recorder, send it out to my via USB to my computer, put it into my software program, and start mixing it together. I'll usually do 3 to 4 takes of the guitars and at least 2 to 3 takes of the scratch vocals. That way I can pick the best parts of the tracks to put together, or the best tracks, and put them together. What I like to do is I like to put a guitar playing the same thing, one on each side of the speaker, so one pan left, one pan right. And then what I'll do is I'll take that and really work on it myself, formulate the song, and once I have the song structured down and a good demo recording of it, I'll send it off to Jay, I'll send it off to Matt, and I'll send it off to Jim, and have them listen to it, come up with some ideas. And for this album, what we did is kind of unconventional. I would record all the tracks, I would get Matt to record a solo, and then I would actually go and do the drum tracking with my cousin. Now, a lot of times after the drum tracking, I would have to re-record the guitars on it, but we kept it pretty much almost every song on key to the beat that I had already set up for it. So it was easy for Jim to plug in the beats, plug in the song, and just go. And then that meant that anything that Matt had probably done for solos or leads or anything like that didn't have to be redone for him. So it was a little bit backwards. Normally you want to do the drums, you do a scratch track, get the drums down, re-record all your guitars, send it for the solos, and send it for the bass. But we did a little unconventional, and it worked out, which is great. The next album, we're totally doing it the right way. Scratch track drums, record guitars, re-record leads, re-record basses, do vocals last. That's how it should be, but we're unconventional. As far as putting the band together, I mentioned before, it just so happened to work out that my cousin was able to record. He had bought a bunch of recording equipment. I was able to go out there with him and record everything, get it tracked into my system. That worked out awesome. My buddy Matt played lead guitar. I asked him if he wanted to do it on the other one. He was happy to do it. I asked him if he wanted to do some more on this one. He jumped at the opportunity, which I'm so grateful for. And yeah, it just came together. And Jay, I sent tracks down to him. He had a bass that he could use, and he bought some software, started recording there. So it's really kind of fun to see that bits and pieces were recorded in different spots. Matt would record all his lead guitar stuff at his place, and he would ship them to me via either FTP or email. Jay would record everything down in Alabama, and he would ship that up to me via email. And then Jim, I would go to his place, record, and have that all ready for me. I'd mix it all together here. And it just worked out really well having those 3 guys together with me to build this album. And it really, you can see in the songs how it manifested and changed some of the dynamics of it. If you see me play live, you'll know it's a little different than what's on the album, because we've layered in so many neat parts that complement the songs, and that's really how the band came together and how the recording process worked for that. The advantages, I think, of doing it yourself are, you know, it costs a lot less. For one, you don't have to pay for studio time. You have total control of the product. There's not someone else telling you what needs to happen here, what needs to happen there. You know, for a lot of us singer-songwriters, we write songs that are a lot longer than the standard 3 minutes that the major labels want. I know if I look at the track listing on this one, a lot of them are in the 4-minute range, and that's fine. I think that's, as an artist, you're able to do that if you do it yourself and not be told that you have to cut this or cut that, and it kind of feels good to have that control. And that's really the biggest advantage, I think, of recording it yourself and doing it yourself. I work as the engineer, I work as the mixer, I master the songs, everything, you know, I put it all together, and it's my creation. And that gives me a sense of pride, I think, that I was able to do all this. It's really a neat thing.